One of the things that is really important to me with young women, and I think that, I went through a lot of periods in my life where, I just really felt like I couldn't overcome because of, family struggles, because, I think that a lot of people are privileged in the way that, they only have to focus on school, and that's all they have to focus on, and it's just getting the degree, and that's it. But that wasn't the circumstance in my life. I had to, work full time. I had to go to school full time. I had to stop going to school for a period of time. I had to work a full-time job for a period of time and go back to trying to work towards even just getting a degree. And even at times where, I had to have, friends really help me out, you know, give me a place to stay, while I was going to school, or to provide me with resources. So I think that there were a lot of moments in my life where I could have just said, you know what, this is hard. I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm fine, working a 9 to 5 wherever. And so, I think that a lot of times young people in general and young women sometimes fall prey to that, and fall victim of circumstance, either by becoming pregnant at a young age, or, just thinking, well, maybe I'll just get married, or just thinking, what are the easiest ways to get out of this really difficult situation. And so I think in my situation, again, I was just really lucky, and really focused on what I wanted to achieve. And it shouldn't be the case where I remember when I was maybe 19 years old. What I didn't share is that I lived in Texas for about a year. This is when I was working at the trucking company. And I came to visit my friend in Chicago. She invited me to a party, and it was one of these really nice downtown buildings. And I went to this downtown building, and I walked into this party, and it was all young women. They were all Latinas. And the woman that owned this house was a young Latina professional. She was an attorney. And I couldn't believe it. It just blew my mind. I was like, what? You live here? Downtown? And you do what? And your sister lives on what floor? Like how? Like it just boggled my mind. And that's sad. It really is sad to me that sometimes as young women, we don't think that we can achieve, we're not saying that having nice things should be, what we should be striving for. I think we should be striving towards living our own passions and what makes us happy. But the fact that sometimes we don't even have expectations for ourselves is really concerning. And so I would encourage all young women to dream big, and to rise above any challenge.